So the path there to the final. We already had one match played on court 2 with Jin and Na beating Li and Wang, who awaits them in the final. First meeting between these pairs.
All black. Red, then you black. Side. Sir, Joaquin, sir. Who receive? Chen receive.
Chen and Smith have had a longer time together than their opponents, Indra and Joaquin. We've played some 40 matches together, but it's an impressive record, 35 wins out of 40. There's a different sort of level though. I'll tell you about that in just a while. Presley Smith is 22 years of age, 6 foot tall, from New York. 31st in the world currently. Their highest ranking is actually 28. Not far away from there. Chen Ziyi is from Los Angeles, so different coasts of the country. Also about 6 foot tall. Won the Pan Am Championships men's doubles competition. And they haven't dropped a game so far, beating a couple of Koreans and Malaysians along the way as well, all under 35 minutes. They won the Canada International Challenge last year. Runners-up at the Malaysia Super 100. They won the Pan Am Men's Doubles Championships twice in a row. Nicholas Joaquin is 20 from the capital Jakarta. 170 centimeters tall, playing in the highest ranking of 37th in the world. Raymond Indra from major city of Bandung, slightly taller at 172. They won the Indonesia Masters 2, won Super 100. They dropped a game in their opening match against the Kral brothers, but haven't looked back since. But that match, beating Kang Min-kyuk and Ki Dong-ju, the second seeds, which is a very impressive pairing, to win that. That's a great result. Wu Nian-chin of Chinese Taipei is our umpire. Mai Lang-yen of Vietnam is our service judge. So in theory, This one could be close because it's world number 31 versus world number 37. That's the closest matchup we have had today. Chen and Presley have had a losing record this season, which we'll tell you about shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chen Ziyi and Presley Smith, USA. And on my left, Raymond Indra and Nicholas Joaquin, Indonesia. Nicholas Joaquin to serve to Chen Ziyi. Level, play.
Raymond Indra, men's doubles with, as I said, Nicholas Joaquin. They won that Indonesia Masters this year. They've also been runners-up at the Al Masters at Super 100 in Abu Dhabi. Good start here from Chen and Smith. But they've had a lot of early exits. Well, I was going to say that they've had a very poor year so far. I think they'd be the first to admit that. The Americans out in the first round, the last two editions. They've played a total of 50 tournaments together. Well, now all square. Yeah, they have been together for coming up to almost exactly 3 years. Around this time in 2022. But they are currently on their longest run of early exits. First and second round, that is. The Americans. Their last performance past the second round was a quarterfinal appearance at the US Open, their home tournament. Super 300. They're mainly playing in those sort of tournaments now, which is good, on the HSBC BWF World Tour. This is their best performance in a long time, outside of winning their continental championships and winning the Canadian International at the end of last year. That's a lower level tournament, of course. But for them to get into the final of a Super 300 would be massive. Yeah, because they've never managed that together. So this is the furthest they've ever got in their careers as a pairing. So that'd be a huge plus for them. Out in the opening rounds twice of the Korea Open. Had 21 early exits this year. All right, let me just yeah, 13 early exits this year, the Americans. And then the only bright spot on the World Tour is that US Open quarterfinal. So, yeah, they'll be quite disappointed by that. Indra and Joaquin, meanwhile. Making their debut at the Korea Open. Korea Masters, excuse me. That's gone out. So Indra and Joaquin just in front. Only got together at the start of this year, the Indonesians. As I said, 35 wins out of 40, pretty impressive. %, win rate. They've won 5 tournaments together, all at the international challenge level, apart from the Indonesia Masters Super 100. 1 final at the Abu Dhabi Masters, that's a cheap point. A couple of semi-finals at the other Indonesia Masters Super 100 and the Kaohsiung Masters. Only 1 really early exit, that's Macau Open in the opening round, but this is the biggest tournament, as I said, they've played in. And they are just in front by a point here.
Lu mau setengah smash ya, jangan silang. Karena silang harus dibully sama dia. Mendingan lu lurus satu tengah aja, ya. Dia pokoknya itu panjang terus aja. Yang depan nih, kalau yang kanan di depan lu adu nggak apa-apa. Karena dia lambat gerakan. Pasti dia ngeliat gitu, lu tutup aja langsung. Ya, kayak gitu safe. Sama-sama. Yang bukannya jangan searah satu garis. Lu geser, geser. Ya, yuk, cepat.
So Indra and Joaquin up by a couple here. Yeah, they are quite vocal at the moment, Indonesians. Oof, that was well out by Smith, wasn't it? Got that all wrong. Yeah. Well placed. Really well played. Indra and Joaquin are impressive, aren't they? From what we're seeing, they seem to be adapting to things quite well. I think anyone who's able to beat the likes of Kangmin Kyuk and Ki Don-ju, it goes up in my estimation, that's for sure. Well, number 23 pair. And of course, they're still relatively new. They've only got together this year, but still, they are packed quite a punch, those two. Kangmin Kyuk is a former world champion, remember, from 2023. And he was with Seo Seung-jae, so he's a great player. Ki Dong-ju is such an aggressive, unorthodox player. So for them to beat them, for these Indonesians to beat them, that's really impressive. Oh, power there from Joaquin. Aggression is there as well, isn't it? I think there's going to be a little telling off now about the, the kind of celebrations. 3 points in it. Indra and Joaquin still in a good position here. No reduction in the noise, but certainly they're maintaining this really aggressive stance, and the Americans are struggling, I think, at the moment with it. Three points here. Indra and Joaquin, I think, still be fairly comfortable with this. It's 2 points away. And that's 5 game points. Nice little stop drop. Biding their time, waiting for the right moment. One of the longer rallies we've had. Oh, by far, I think the longest rally we've had of this match. So, a good performance by the Indonesians. I think they've been quite impressive, really, for newbies to this level. Apart from one little period, well, the Americans were leading till 8-all. After that was the Indonesians. So the second game now, it's big one here for the Americans to try and get back to where they were. See if a change of ends makes any difference, but I was very impressed with how the Indonesians approach things. At the moment, kind of continuing where they left off. Yeah, once it got to around the interval time, they never really looked back. It was tight until then, 11-10. And then they won 10-5. Oh, that was just out. It's just gone a bit long there. Haven't really got into a kind of a groove, have they? The Americans, not yet. Just a quick moment to wipe down. We've had quite a few wipe downs because it is hot in here for these guys, I think. You can see very sweaty faces and bodies. So they want to make sure they get everything absolutely dried up. Just a couple points lead at the moment for the Indonesians. But again, a lot more wiping going on. A lot of chat there between the Indonesians. Yeah, again, just edging away Indra and Joaquin. Well, the pattern has been as it was before. The Indonesians generally go in front. The Americans fight back. Well, this was pretty much from halfway through the last game, because the Americans actually led for most of the first half of the last game. Long rally that ends in favor of Chen and Smith. Still not able to get in front here, the Americans, in the second game. Looking to build things up here. Smith makes no mistake from there. Well, they can't surge ahead quite yet, Indra and Joaquin. And Chen and Smith, they've kept themselves in the hunt here. It's good aggression near the net there from Smith. Yeah, but I think the problem they're having is just putting together a run of points. They've had 3 in a row here when they were 4-7 down. Got them back up to 7-all. If you recall the first game, it was tight. It was 11-10 at the interval in favor of the Indonesians, and after that, they were very good. A lot of defending here from the Americans. I think he just pointed up there something at Joaquin, like the lights or something, but it's the Americans who go into the interval with the 1-point lead this time, unlike the Indonesians in the previous game. But it was Joaquin and Indra who won that previous game. Again with the chat about how there's too much celebration going on. Again, getting pegged back. I think what's key here is that the Americans looking to hold on to their lead. It's just gone back and forth a little. That was key to drawing all square at 13 all. Again, so it's like trading points at the moment. Just out. Well, it is a challenge from Chen. Indonesians are good here. Well, let's see. This will make it 15 all. And oh. Wow. Well, I thought they got that wrong. It's a good call to make. And they're 2 points clear. First time that's happened in a while. Anyone is too clear. This could be a good moment for Chen and Smith. That was important for Joaquin, just to keep themselves in the mix. Face of determination there from Joaquin. Good power from Presley Smith. Just dropping it in there, brilliant. Well, they needed that. Has that gone long? It has. So, again, really tightening up at the business end to give us a dramatic ending, perhaps. The Americans had the slight advantage at 16-14. Indonesians have had 3 of the last 4 points. Can they go back in the lead? It's been a while. On the flick serve, and emphatically done. That is the first time they've had the lead since they were 10-9 up. That's going to be a boost for them, surely. Now, can they go on and finish this? Chen and Smith have a 53% win rate after losing the first game. There's Indonesians now who go 2 clear. They don't really have much of a record at this level. The placement was brilliant, and it was needed. And that's 3 match points. And you've got to feel for the Americans because they were in a pretty good position not too long ago. Well, I told you, they've had such a good time together, these two. Their win rate after winning the first game is 89%. But again, remember, this is the highest level tournament they've played in. Well, they played in the Macau Open, which is also 300. And it's all done. The Indonesians came from behind. From about the time when they were 14-15 down, Americans then took a couple of points lead, 15-17, and then it was a really good run of 6 points in a row to go and win this. And they are into their first ever final at this level. That's huge for them. In only their second ever Super 300. They've been playing at international challenge level. So this is a really big moment for this Indonesian pair. They're going to be playing a Korean pair. That is going to be tough. They might, you never know, they might just fancy their chances. We shall see. But for now, they will enjoy this win. The 6 seeds from Indonesia, Raymond, Indra and Nicholas Joaquin, have beaten Chen Ziyi and Presley Smith. The 3rd seeds from the US. Another upset, 21-15, 21-17. They've done it in 43 minutes. So this is your lineup tomorrow, the finals of the HSBC BWF Korea Masters 2025. Chu Pen-Chen and Win Tui Lin, the 1st versus 2nd seeds in the women's singles, followed by mixed doubles. Jimmy Wong, Lai Pei-Jing, the 3rd seeds from Malaysia against the 8th seeds of Korea, Kim Jae-hyun and Jong Na-eun. The top seed there in men's singles, Jason Tay from Singapore, will play Yudai Okimoto, who did a great job today on the 2nd seed, Victor Lai. Then Lee Jongmin and Wang Chun will play the pair you've just seen from Indonesia, Raymond Indra and Nicholas Joaquin, the 6 seeds. That could go either way, you never know. And we're going to end things with women's doubles, Hinata Suzuki and Nao Yamakita, the 6 seeds from Japan, playing Kim So-young and Lee Seo-jin of Korea. Plenty to look forward to tomorrow. Our action will begin here at the Wonkwang University Cultural and Sports Center at 11 AM local time. Until then, from me, Shazad Haq, and our team, thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.